First, let's begin with that alleged attempted shooting on a Prince George's County school bus. Police now say the person holding the gun was 15-year-old Baby K. He's wanted on attempted murder charges.
Yeah, we've been following this one since it happened on May 1st. Police say Baby K was one of 3 teens who tried to kill a student on that bus. Police already arrested 2 of those teens and a 14-year-old girl accused of planning the attack.
Baby K is still at large, wanted for the attempted murder of the 14-year-old on the bus. Late Wednesday, police announced the U.S. Marshals have joined the manhunt for Baby K and upped the reward for his capture to more than $12,000. And WUSA 9 has also learned Baby K is suspected in a D.C. murder.
Baby K, real name Caden Holland, is from PG County, Maryland, which is near Washington, D.C. PG County is actually one of the wealthiest majority black counties in the entire country. However, it does have its rough areas, specifically the part Baby K was from. He claimed a hood called Marlow Heights, also known as 2800. Marlow Heights is beefing with various factions throughout the city, and many of their members have been locked up for shootings and murders within the past few years. Baby K had it rough growing up. Since he was a kid, he was surrounded by poverty and violence. Over the years, he would have to deal with the pain of losing close friends to gun violence. All of this would lead to behavioral issues. According to prosecutors, Baby K has a history of disrespect for authority going back to the 1st grade. He has faced legal trouble for various weapons charges and violent altercations. He was deep into the street life and nearly lost his life to it. When he was just 14 years old, Baby K got shot in the leg. A year after that, when he was just 15 years old, he would go on to commit a crime that sent shockwaves throughout the internet.
Prince George's County Police have released photos of 3 very young suspects who they say forced their way right into a school bus Monday to try and kill a middle schooler.
That gun jammed, though, police said, and then the boys ran. So tonight there's a lookout for those boys and a whole lot of fear.
Tonight, Prince George's County Police here to protect kids as they get off the bus, as pictures of 3 juveniles were released by authorities. The boys boarding that school bus Monday and pushing past the bus driver and an aide on board. One juvenile carrying a semi-automatic pistol. According to police, the gunman put the gun to the chest of a middle schooler and repeatedly tried to shoot, but the gun was jammed. So the gunman used it to beat the victim, who survived with cuts and bruises. Police say the attackers then ran.
On May 1st, 2023, Baby K, who was just 15 years old at the time, and 2 others boarded a school bus in Oxon Hill, Maryland, looking for one of their ops. Once they found their victim, they proceeded to beat him up until Baby K pulled out a gun. Baby K pointed the gun at the victim at point-blank range and pulled the trigger 3 times. Luckily, the gun malfunctioned each time he pulled the trigger, saving the victim's life. After the gun failed to fire, Baby K and his associates fled the scene. What's even wilder about Baby K committing a crime like this at just 15 years old is that his victim was a 14-year-old 8th grader. And it gets even crazier. The victim was actually set up by a fellow middle school age female that sent Baby K his location. The 14-year-old female would go on to be charged with this crime as well. This whole incident was caught on camera, and the wild surveillance footage went viral on social media. In the video, the audio revealed the driver praying to Jesus while the attack was happening. Fortunately, those prayers were answered. Since the bus attack, the bus driver said she has suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder and that her physical health declined. The victim's mother said she had to move her son across the United States and that he refuses to ride on a school bus again. During one attempt to get on one after the attack, she received a call saying her son was hyperventilating and she had to pick him up. Just 2 days after this horrific incident, Baby K is accused of doing something heinous to one of his co-defendants' sister.
D.C. neighborhood is concerned and upset after a gunman shot and killed a woman in the hallway of a Northeast apartment building. It happened today on Jamison Street in the Fort Lincoln neighborhood just after 11 a.m. D.C. police, some with long guns, searched the apartment complex for the shooter but did not find one.
More than a dozen police officers and detectives descended on the Jamison apartment building just after 11 this morning after getting a call to investigate the trouble. As officers learned of the shooting, they fanned out across the property and inside the parking garage looking for the shooter.
And when they arrived on the scene, what we found on the actual fourth floor of this apartment building was an adult female who was suffering from a gunshot wound to her body, to her face, at that time. And so we're still really investigating. We're looking through the cameras to actually figure out what happened.
On May 3rd, 2023, at approximately 11:11 a.m., 5th District officers responded to the 3700 block of Jamison Street for the report of a shooting. Upon arrival, officers located an adult female shooting victim inside of a residential building. DC Fire and Emergency Medical Services responded to the scene, and after finding no signs consistent with life, the victim remained on the scene until transported to the office of the Chief Medical Examiner. The victim was identified as 23-year-old Kaija McCoy. The Metropolitan Police Department offered a reward of up to $25,000 to anyone that provided information that led to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for this. Baby K would soon be linked to this murder. Following the murder of Kaija, Baby K went on the run. While he was on the run, the two other males and the female from the bus incident got arrested. Baby K was on the run for a little under a month before he got arrested on May 30th, 2023. He was still in the DC area when he got locked up. Baby K would get charged with attempted first-degree murder for the bus incident and first-degree murder for the death of Kaija McCoy. In a shocking manner, it would turn out that Kaija was the sister of one of the boys that Baby K did the bus incident with. Over a year later, the trial for the bus incident would begin. His attorney tried to argue that he should be tried as a juvenile, but the judge denied this request and decided to try him as an adult. Baby K apologized to the victims and his own family. He said he was close to graduating high school and wanted to go to trade school to become a plumber or earn his commercial driver's license to be a truck driver. Ultimately, Baby K was sentenced to 60 years in prison for the attempted murder case, but 35 of them were suspended, meaning that he has to serve 25 years in prison. He is still awaiting trial for the murder of Kaija McCoy. He could potentially spend the rest of his life in prison. It's sad to see how lost the youth is nowadays. Hopefully someday things can change. RIP to Kaija McCoy. Let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comment section, and please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.